Hello everyone and welcome to yet another stream. Today I am streaming the beautiful TaiModels Manchester, which just came out yesterday, I believe it was. So today I'll be taking a look at the TaiModels Manchester Echo Golf Charlie Charlie, and we'll be flying up to Paris Beauvais airport, around 1 hour flight time, but we'll brief the flight in a second. Hey Art the Chill, how's it going? Hope you're all okay. Right, so what I want to do is take a look at this airport. Now, I'm not using any ortho for Manchester because I wanted to show you exactly what comes with the Manchester scenery without anything else sort of interrupting. So let's go ahead and take a look. So as you can see, you get quite a lot of ortho coverage. All the ortho you see here is all from TaiModels scenery. Sorry about that. So this is all from the TaiModels scenery, and you get a fair chunk of the ortho. These black areas that are missing here, that is nothing to do with the scenery. That seems to be a one-time glitch when I loaded up the aircraft, because I've not had that before, and I didn't have time to restart the sim. So let's hope it doesn't cause any other issues like that. That is nothing to do with the scenery. That's just my sim being my sim. Yeah, I guess XPlane is slightly glitched right now. Shouldn't affect the stream, we would hope. But yeah, that's nothing to do with the scenery, so do not worry. So let's take a look. Look at this. Look at these high quality textures. Just here. I think that's actually an image. And then we have the runway texture. And I mean, look at that. Is that not beautiful? Really, really. Yeah, it is a beautiful airport. Out the chill. Absolutely agree. And it runs so well. You can see my performance up in the top left. I've left that there on purpose. Now, before, Manchester Airport was so poorly optimized. The default is so poorly optimized, I was getting maybe 20, 25 FPS. Now, with the Toliss A321, as you'll see in the cockpit, I'm getting 45, 50 FPS. And bear in mind, I am streaming right now as well, which is taking some of my performance away. But yeah, this is like so much better than the default performance-wise as well. So I honestly, if you're struggling to fly into Manchester, get the scenery, it will help so much. Look at these textures. And I have confirmed, I looked at some Google Maps imagery, which I presume Tai also used for some referencing, and this all looks bang on as to what it should be. Very, very accurate. I've not been to Manchester myself. I'm not familiar with Manchester particularly. So I'm purely going off what I've seen in videos, like real life cockpit landing videos into Manchester and Google Maps and stuff like that. Now, it does come with a custom mesh. As you can see here, we have these lovely tunnels and sort of trenches. Now, the patch file has come out, and he has put a link to that in the manual, so you get some nice documentation that comes with it as well. You do have an ortho patch file, so don't worry, you can still use your regular ortho for XP tile with the scenery, or you can just use the included mesh. Now, oh, yeah, bit of a stutter there. Right, so there's Navigraph. Not Navigraph, what am I on about? Traffic Global doing its thing. So anyway, let's take a look here. We have a Avro. Look at that. Some really nice modeling going on here. There are a few areas for improvement, but very, very minor. I will go over them soon. But overall, this airport is very, very good. Look at this. We've got a VC-10 here. Beautiful aircraft. Look at that. Just lovely. We have a 727, it looks like there. Again, see, something like this, maybe the textures on that could be slightly higher resolution, so we can see what it is. But honestly, not too upset about that. We've got Monarch. I'm not sure what this is. Is this a sim in real life? Anyway, so then we have the Jet 2 hangar, air livery hangar. I know this Thomas Cook hangar is one of the things which is slightly inaccurate. I don't think well, this isn't here in real life. Well, the hangar's here. It's just not Thomas Cook anymore, as far as I know, since Thomas Cook, well, doesn't exist anymore. So I guess that might need changing, but again, quality-wise, it's very, very, very good. And just in general, look at these ground textures. Really nice. Good. We've got some like oil spill here. All the taxi lines as you would expect. Different pavement. And again, this all lines up to what there is in real life. Got 3D grass. Lovely taxiway signs as well. If we head over here, oh, we have our lovely A330, Jet2 A330. Yeah, ground textures are beautiful. It does have SAM integration. Some stands even have double jetways for some long-haul aircraft, which I'll be showing off shortly. RIP Thomas Cook. Yes, absolutely RIP Thomas Cook. I actually flew with them in 2010, maybe. I was like very, very young. Don't remember much of it, but we did fly Thomas Cook. Anyway, so we have a terminal here. I don't know what terminal this is, but very nicely modeled. Look at the jetways, really nice stuff. And we do have the interior modeled as well. Very, very, very nice. I do quite like this. It's not obviously as detailed as something that you might see in Microsoft Flight Sim, for example, but I think it'd be unfair to compare to a whole different sim, if I'm honest. But this has just enough details so that when you're outside on stand, you can, it doesn't look like an empty terminal. You know what I mean? Looks really nice. And here you can see how the jetways work. Right, moving on, we just have more jetways here. All these parked aircraft are from Traffic Global, by the way. They're not sort of placed there with the scenery, which is very nice if you're flying on VATSIM. I know this is a very popular airport on VATSIM, so you don't need to worry about static aircraft being parked where you want to go or anything like that. You can see the jetways say Manchester Airport as they do in real life. So over here we have a parking garage. We got some other buildings. We do have the Radisson Blue Hotel, which is here in real life. Very, very nicely modeled. That's really, really nice to see. All of these details, as you can see here, got the Jet2 sign here, are very, very nice. It is just a very, very nice scenery, all in all. I do enjoy it. And I like how much ortho he has given us. Like, if you don't want to sit here and generate a tile for Manchester, maybe you don't fly here too often, this is more than enough ortho you need for when you're on approach or taking off or taxiing or what. A lot of airports, payware airports I see, will just provide ortho for within their airport boundary, but he's actually gone above and beyond and provided us with a lot more ortho. So massive, massive props to Tai for that. Yeah, there's more details here. As you can see, got some building. I don't know what these buildings are in real life, but very nice. Got all these roads, nice textures. And again, back here, honestly, doesn't matter what's back here. Realistically, you're not going to see that when you're over here on the stand. It's a flight sim, not not an airport sim. But it's still really nice that it's there, and it doesn't affect performance at all. We've got the I Love Manchester sign here. Welcome to Terminal 3. It would be nice if maybe we had some pavement here, but that's very minor. We have another I Love Manchester over here. These are all here in real life. You can see it on Google Maps, which is what I've been using to reference. So all in all, a very, very good airport. We've got all the features that you'd want. We've got our VOR station here. I think this is our ILS antenna, I believe. We have the equipment that the fire service uses for practicing and stuff like that. Really, really nice. And what I do need to do is show you the airport night lighting. So let's go nighttime. Frames are going to suffer as I do this. But let's go to nighttime and I'll show you the airport night lighting because it is beautiful. Look at that. Now, admittedly, I do have Visual XP running, but the airport night lighting is so nice. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. We've got all the correct color lights. Everything that you would expect from a payware airport as well. So really nice. We have stand lighting over here. I'm not sure if this is how the stand lighting is in real life. It's maybe a little bit dim, a little bit on the yellow side, as you can see, but maybe that's how it is in real life. I don't know. Did anyone who's visited Manchester recently that could sort of attest to that, then please do let me know. But this is our aircraft here, Toliss A321 in the British Airways livery. And as you can see, we do have 2 jetways attached, which is really, really nice. And we do have the interiors to all of these as well. So yeah, really, really nice scenery. I will be doing a dedicated review on this coming soon. Yes, Alex, you did just see I Love Manchester on the tarmac. Let's go back to the daytime. Let XPlane catch up. Right. So, you did see I Love Manchester. There it is. And this is here in real life. That's a really nice feature. When I found this, I thought, oh, wow, that's, you know, what it does is it adds to the uniqueness. You know, you see that as you taxi and you feel like you're in Manchester. So I really like that. And there is another I Love Manchester. Where was it? See, I'm not familiar with Manchester Airport. So, where was it? Was it over here? It was over here. Entrance to Terminal 3, I Love Manchester. Really, really nice details. And Terminal 3 is modelled. Wow. Look at this. Look at this, guys. I know you're not going to see this, and particularly, you know, I don't care too much about airport interiors, but it's nice to have if it doesn't affect performance too much, which it doesn't. Performance is still really, really nice here. Much, much better than the default. So, I say we get to our flight. My Chemical Romance. I say we get to our flight, and you'll see more of Manchester as we, you know, taxi around. Like I said, SAM integration with all the VDGS systems. As you can see here, they work really, really nicely. So yeah, let's get into our flight. And you can see my performance here. Whilst streaming as well, 40 FPS. I could barely get 20 FPS when I wasn't streaming before. So that's really, really nice. Right, let's brief the flight then. And that's going to be a slight... Let's do this. Tablet, please work. Why is my tablet? There we are. Right, okay. I'm going to need to move my stuff. So I use a tablet as a second monitor, and the battery's dead, of course. So I just need to move stuff onto my second display for the time being. Right, so let's do this. Right, let's get Navigraph. There we are. Sorry about that. Normally I have a second monitor, but yeah, don't have that today, so it's going to be a little bit awkward, but we'll do just fine. So today we are flying from Manchester to Paris Beauvais. I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but there you go. We are departing runway 23 right on the SAM 1 Romeo departure. And then we'll be arriving, doing an ILS into runway 30 on the Velo 1 Bravo arrival. So that's our route today. We'll be flying right over London. Might get a peek at Gatwick if we're lucky. And what I need to do now is set the real weather back on. I had it on clear for the purposes of showing the airport off, essentially. This is a weird looking Boeing. Very funny, Alex. No, it's not a 757. Oh, we have the 2E76 and it just... That's a 78. Never mind. Never mind. I was just too excited to see a 767. They just retired their last 767, which is very sad. But yeah, it's really nice having these double jetways. I really, really like that. I know we won't be using it on an A321, but it's nice to have if you like doing your long hauls. And we've got Ryanair pushing back there. So, let's get into it. Beautiful COSP sound pack we are using as always. Lovely sounds. The link to the scenery should be in the description as well. if you do want to pick it up. So nav light to 1, wing light can go on. Let's import the flight plan from SimBrief then. AOC menu, flight initialization. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy doing some 757 Jet 2 ops out of Manchester, that's for sure. And some TUI 767 as well. So yeah, I'm just really glad about the performance, honestly. Because before, Manchester was unflyable for me. But now I can fly to Manchester. I'm super happy with a really high quality scenery as well. Oh, one of the things I would say it needs a little bit of improvement would be these gate signs here. As you can see, it's barely readable. If that was slightly higher quality, that'd be really nice, so we actually, you know, can see what gate we're flying into, because especially at night you can't really read it. But there's a couple of things here and there, but overall it's a very, very nice scenery. I thought this area here was a bit glitched, but I was wrong. It is a mess of tarmac in real life as well, after looking at some images and Google Maps. No worries, Alex. Hope you have a great day. Right, let's get back to the aircraft and take off. So let's get our weather. Not using an active sky today because it's not been playing ball for me today. It's just been crashing, and I have no idea why. So that's something I need to investigate. We're just using live weather, default XPlane live weather. All right, so let's just check all of this is correct. Yep, 350. Manchester to Paris Beauvais, all look good. We have requested the wind, so let's go to EGCC departure, and we are on the, let's have a look. Right, so we are doing the 23 right, Sambi 1 Romeo. 23 right, Sambi 1 Romeo, there we are, we can insert that. And we are doing runway 30 at Paris Beauvais, and that will be an ILS approach with the Velo 1 Bravo SID. There it is, and we have no VIA. Looking good. Let's just check that, but before we do that, let's get the APU started here. Give it a little bit of time for the APU door to open. Hit start, there we are. Right, so flight plan. Let's check it's all looking good. No discontinuity so far, looking good. There we are, okay. Looking good, and we will vector ourselves in for the ILS when we get to Paris Beauvais. So let's also get our QNH from Navigraph. So QNH 1014. Winds are 220 at 3 knots, so calm winds, that's all good. And there we are. Right, back here, let's do our perf. So what was it? It was, what was the wind? 220 at 3. 220 at 3. There we are. It's dry, I believe, right? Yes, dry. Flaps 1 for this departure, and we'll request the data for them. 6 minutes on the alignment. APU has started. We'll turn the APU bleed on. External power can go off. Alrighty. And if you have any questions about the scenery before you want to purchase, do let me know. Be more than happy to take a look at anything in particular for you guys. Right, so we have received that. We're doing a flex takeoff today. Flex 62 degrees. We'll uplink that. Perfect. And we're looking good here. So we'll set that to perf, we'll set this to flight plan. There we are. Let's get all the doors closed and then we will call for pushback. So we'll get all these doors closed. Okay. All the doors are closed. Parking brake is set. Now we've removed the chocks. Let's get all our fuel pumps on and call for pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
We have the angry British guy for better pushback. I do like this, and it says Manchester Airport. It just adds so much to the immersion, in my opinion. Default airports and XPlane are great, but I do like having these little, you know, little things which are unique to that particular airport, you know. So yeah, really, really nice. I love seeing all these TUI 787s here as well. Traffic Global is really nice. You know, forget the animated live aircraft. It's really great for just having accurate aircraft on the stands. Like, you know, you've got, in reality, you would have all these Jet 2 aircraft, all these EasyJet, all these Ryanair.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
You know, you'd also have these TUI 787s, and all of, you know, with the default XPlane, you know, ground traffic, you'd probably have like a United 737 here or something, which you wouldn't have in reality, right? Or a Qantas 737, you wouldn't have that here in the UK. Also an Etihad 787, yep, TUI 73. TUI, great airline, by the way. Flown with TUI many times. Applied for the TUI MPL as well. Cathay Pacific A350, what's that, 900? And we have the Jet 2 A330 as well. So really nice ground traffic. But that is from Traffic Global.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Let's quick align the ADIRUs, and transponder can go to all off. Close the cockpit door. Turn the beacon light on. And as you can see, the jetways move away. Lovely. And I think we are good here for engine starts. Let's turn off the parking brake. We actually need
Starting
to set this.
pushback, and you may start engines.
Clear to start engines, so flip the start switch and we'll start engine number 1. I know that was a quick start to the stream. I didn't really get much time to talk to the chat, so how you all doing? Hope you're doing very nice. I hope you're excited for TaiModels Manchester. It's a very nice scenery and it only just released. And as I said before, I will be doing a video review and also a written review for XPlaneReviews.com of this exact scenery, so do keep your eye out for that. But this stream is just a sort of initial first look at the scenery. So we got a good start on engine number 1, got engine number 2. Yeah, lovely PTU sounds, and we'll go flaps 1 as well. Alright, beautiful. The weather seems to have changed as we were pushing back. We've got a good engine start in progress there. Let's arm the speed brakes whilst we're here as well. We're not live time right now. We are live weather though.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Right, set the parking brake.
Disconnecting tow, stand by.
Good start on engine number 2 as well, so we can turn the APU off now. And you do also get this British Airways tug, which seems to be to do with the scenery. You have this at TaiModels Heathrow as well. And at TaiModels Oslo, I believe you have a Norwegian tug. So that's a really nice feature as well, which I presume is to do with the scenery. Because I've not really had that anywhere else. Looks like there's a Jet 2 just landing there. Lots of aircraft right now. So we've got an aircraft, looks like they are about to depart. That 73's just landed. We've got a 73 on approach. Might have some other aircraft there.
Tow is disconnected. A bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alright. So let's get the weather radar and predicted wind shear on. Taxi light and runway turn-off light can go on. We are ready to taxi now. Give it some power. Look at this 3D grass as well. Lovely. What a beautiful sight. Definitely be doing some more flights into Manchester now. Some long hauls. Absolutely beautiful. And you know, I really like all of the TaiModel sceneries that I own. I have Oslo and I have Heathrow, and both of them are really nice. You know, high detail, great on performance, both of them. As you know, even Heathrow in the London area, the FPS is horrible, but having TaiModels Heathrow actually really helped with performance for me. So yeah, really nice. And the patch file for the Auto for XP has come out, so I will be using that to generate some nice Auto for XP tiles for this area. I do have Auto for XP tiles for Paris on our arrival. Let's on the auto brakes. Let the cabin crew. Take this left turn here. Hey, grab your parachutes, how are you? That was a great stream in Australia, wasn't it, from QA Pilot? Patch, yes, so because this airport comes with a custom mesh, which I'm currently using right now, it will unfortunately mean you can't use an Auto for XP tile that you've generated yourself, because the mesh with the Auto for XP tile is different. But the patch file, which is now available on the forum, and there is a link to it in the documentation that comes with the airport, will enable you to generate an Auto for XP tile using the custom mesh from the scenery, and therefore it should all sort of work very nicely together. Other than that, the aircraft, the scenery is great. I mean, really nice. TaiModels is here. Thank you very much for joining. Big thank you to TaiModels for this airport. You know, it's just amazing stuff. Hey Dougal, how you doing? Taxi down here to runway 23 right, and you'll see the beautiful textures on the runway as well. Got the Isle of Manchester here. I love these details, honestly. Really, really does make you feel like you're actually in Manchester. You're in GMT +7, so morning now. Oh wow, what time is it for you? So it's what, 8? Wow, very early morning for you. Working on patch. Great. Really, really nice. Thank you, Art of the Chill. Right, so we'll do a takeoff config. Delay takeoff, yeah, we get that sometimes if we've taxied a little bit quick. That's fine. Just look at these textures. Really, really, really nice. We'll hold here, see if we have anything on approach. Looks like we are good. Might have a 7.5 coming in there, but I think we've got enough time to take off. Alright, we'll be leaving beautiful Manchester behind. See these amazing textures here, like I showed you guys earlier. They're just really nice. Put the transponder on TARA. Landing lights on, strobe light on, nose light can go to takeoff. And yeah, like I said, I do have Heathrow and Oslo as well from TaiModels, and I can recommend all 3 of these sceneries. They are all really, really nice. Great on FPS too. Look at the PBR textures with the sunlight reflecting off this runway. Very, very nice indeed. Right, looks like we are good to take off. I do want to just quickly have a look at these runway textures. Look at that. Really, really nice. Can you imagine seeing that on final approach? And look at all these sort of patches in the runway here, where, you know, clearly they've had to repair the runway. These are here in real life as well. I love these details, having, you know, not just one runway one runway texture along the whole thing. You have, you know, it's varied. It looks used, which is really, really nice. So there should be a 7.5 on approach behind us somewhere, but let's go ahead and take off. We are doing a flex takeoff today. I think we are looking all good here. So here we go. Spool them up 50%. Man flex. Lovely runway. There's 100 knots. We'll release the forward pressure on this side stick. V1 and rotate. Okay, is going up. And let's go for a flyby. Oh yeah. Right, what I'm going to do is engage the autopilot here. Because what I want to show, and I'm not sure if you were here, Tai, to see this, but what I was really commending is how much ortho you give us as part of the scenery. Really nice, high quality ortho here. And you get a fair chunk, you know, it's not just the airport boundary, you get, well, really the whole airport surrounding. So that's really, really nice. I mean, doesn't that just look amazing? With sort of offset runway here as well. That is beautiful. Really, really high quality. I think some custom buildings here as well. Very, very nice. Hello, Nikki. How are you? Yes, the patch for the author has now been released. Right, let's go to climb. There's climb thrust. Yeah, if they... I didn't have time to generate some new ortho with the patch, but yes, I did see that the patch for the ortho has now been released. On the forum, yes. Right, so both flaps up. I'm going to put it into open descent, otherwise it's going to make us cruise at like 6,000 foot for a while. Hello, Ashley. How performance? I have an 8GB card, a 3070. Ashley, I have the same. I have a 3070 Ti, and performance on the scenery is really great. Now, with default Manchester Airport, I was getting maybe 20-25 FPS. The default Manchester Airport has really poor optimization. However, with the TaiModels scenery, I'm now getting 40-45 frames. I mean, you saw the FPS I had earlier. I did show all that off, and that's while I'm streaming as well. You know, off stream, easy 44-45 FPS. So really, really nice. And that's what I love about TaiModels scenery. They are super high quality, yet really easy on performance. So actually you will have no issues running this scenery, that's for sure. And I have things like XP Realistic, Visual XP, Traffic Global running, Navigraph, Sim Toolkit Pro running in the background. So yeah, I've got a lot running on top of the scenery. Sim Heaven. Oh yeah, actually, 100% better than default, that is for sure. We don't need these to be armed anymore. Looking good here. For sure getting it, absolutely. Link is in the description, actually. You will not be disappointed, that is for sure. Is that not lovely? And if you have any more questions regarding the scenery, if you want me to take a look at anything specific, we can go back and have a look once we land. That's completely fine. If there's anything in particular you guys would like to see. Just about to hit 10,000 foot as we climb here out of Manchester. There's 10,000 foot. We can turn off the landing lights now. Nose light can go off. When we turn off light, can go off. Wing light off, and we'll release the passengers. Very, very nice. Okay, maybe next stream we'll come back to Manchester. How about that? I'll generate some nice auto for XP using the patch, of course. We'll take another look. And as I said before, do keep your eye out. I will be releasing a dedicated video review of this scenery and a written review on XPlaneReviews.com. Maybe we can do some Jet 2757 ups. You can see some of my other autos just coming in there. Beautiful. Wow. And if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe. It really does help the channel out a lot. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any streams or videos. Like I said, Active Sky XP review coming soon as well. Preferably if Active Sky stops crashing, that'd be really nice. I'm not sure what is going on with that today. It just wasn't working. Man, this sound pack is nice. It is. COSP sound pack. Very, very nice indeed. We are running the IAE engines. They are my favorite sounding as well. Auto looks amazing as well. That is ARC zoom level 17 for the UK I have. Looks very, very nice. What I am waiting for is the Orbex TrueF to come out. I know they're updating that for XPlane 12, so that's very, very exciting. I don't use Active Sky. Yeah, it's been fine for me. So out of about maybe 30 flights I've done, it's been completely fine. But I don't know, today it's just been crashing, so I don't know what's going on there. But other than that, it's really, really nice. I do like Active Sky a lot. Should be flying directly over Gatwick and Heathrow as well today. Yeah, and these Toliss aircraft are just really, really nice as well. Not sure what's happening to frames though. My frames are slowly but surely dying. Yeah, see, one reason I really appreciate this scenery is because a lot of the airports in the UK I find, Birmingham, East Midlands, Manchester, seem to be really poorly optimized, and so I'm from the UK, I really want to fly in the UK, you know. But I couldn't before, it was just struggling, but now we can do some flying into and out of Manchester, so very, very excited. Yes, I'm using the COSP as well actually, because again it has all the engines, the 319, 320 and 321. Yeah, absolutely. Great value in my opinion. Beautiful. The UK does look very nice in the sim, doesn't it? Surprisingly. Yeah, when 12.1 comes out, it'll be a nice performance boost, we can hope. That looks interesting. They put a post on their Discord today sort of saying what will be coming in 12.1 and what won't be, so I really like that. About 120 nautical miles to go till our top of descent. As you can see, it's a pretty short cruise, only about 40 nautical miles on the cruise. But the weather in Paris Beauvais looks decent. Winds at 300 at 4 knots. It's minus 6 degrees though. QNH 1014. Not too bad, just very, very, very cold. So if you are wondering how to use the patch files that come with some of these sceneries, all you have to do is copy the patch file that comes with the patch, put that into the patch folder that is in your Auto for XP folder, and generate the tile. That's it. It's super, super simple. That's all you gotta do. And then you don't need to use the mesh that comes with the airport, because that'll be in your Auto for XP tile. Yeah, I was looking forward to that volumetric stuff. But, you know, I think they want to get it optimized really nicely, because with that volumetric stuff, that's going to chew up a lot of PC resources. So I think they want to get that really optimized before they release it. So I don't mind if they're going to delay that, but it's going to be a higher quality update, and that's completely fine by me. Similar with the Visual XP stuff, you know, they did delay their live weather overhaul, but if that means it's going to be less buggy and it's going to be high quality in general, then that's completely fine by me. In my eyes, the quality is more important than just releasing something that isn't quite ready to be released yet. Go for some more flybys. Gotta love the XPlane camera system, right? It's just beautiful. I think that's Birmingham, lovers. That is Birmingham. I have flown in and out of Birmingham many, many times. We have Coventry there, that's Coventry Airfield. Leicester should be off in the distance there somewhere. Yeah, very familiar with this area of the UK. Very, very familiar. It's Coventry city centre. You can actually just about see the cathedral there. That's Sim Heaven doing some lovely, lovely stuff. I've actually done some training flights out of Coventry Airport. So I know last stream I said the next stream I'll be flying in the US, but well, Manchester came out, and so of course I had to stream it as soon as possible. Next stream, we said we're doing Manchester again, didn't we? Alright, so next stream, let's say Manchester. On Saturday night, we'll do Manchester again. This time we'll arrive into Manchester, how about that? Maybe some Jet 2757 operations. Stream after that will then be in the US, maybe Vegas to San Francisco, something like that. And the MD-11, that sounds fun. But of course, if you have any suggestions, what you want me to fly, where do you want me to fly, do let me know. Visit US, yes. Monday evening, I will stream. I think Vegas to San Francisco sounds good, right? MD-11, some FedEx cargo operations. I badly want a new Edinburgh. Yeah, that'd be great. I love flying into Edinburgh in the sim. I want EGNX. That's my local. I know there's an Orbex one, but that's outdated. So TaiModels Edinburgh win. Honestly, if we get TaiModels Edinburgh, if we get TaiModels EGNX, that'd be beautiful. Maybe a TaiModels Glasgow. That's a pretty big international airport. Yeah, the Orbex stuff is very, very old, very outdated now. So unless they're gonna sort of redo some of that, then we'll have to see. Although the Orbex East Midlands got taken off the store, at least you can view it, but you can't buy it. So maybe they're updating that to a V2 or something. Who knows? Come to Palm Springs. Hey, I'll take a look. Whereabouts in the US is that? Lovely auto. Look at that. So there's an airfield down there. What airfield is that? Let's take a look. That is Oxford. I've been to that airfield actually. Visited some flight schools there. And you can see that we're heading into London now because performance. Struggling a little bit, but we'll be fine. London is also very heavy area. Let's turn the airports on in the ND. There's EGLO, that's Heathrow. Yeah, the Orbeck stuff is just old. Honestly, the default might honestly be better, in my opinion, at this point in time. The Orbeck, they were great when they released, don't get me wrong. They are, you know, quality products, they just need a little update. There we are, see, back up to 38 frames. Just takes a bit of time to load some stuff in. It's a surprisingly clear night in the UK. Like I said, this is live weather, so actually decent for winter time. Almost at our cruise of 35,000 foot before we descend in about 50 nautical miles. I think there's Heathrow just there that I can see off in the distance. That is Heathrow. And again, that is by TaiModels. It's not going to load the whole thing, but I do have Heathrow by TaiModels. And it is, again, a beautiful, beautiful scenery, as is Oslo. Oh yeah, the Edinburgh AC tower is very nice looking, with that purple lighting at night as well. Beautiful. Edinburgh is somewhere I really want to visit actually. I've never been. Definitely somewhere I want to visit. Heathrow. Beautiful wing views. Got the city of Reading down here, just outside of the London area. Slightly closer. There we are. We have a bit more of Heathrow loading in. Now we have Terminal 5 there. I mean, you can you can see. Oh, we're turning. You can see from up here. Look at the Heathrow control tower. If I can zoom in. Very nice modelling. This is by no means a showcase of Heathrow, by the way. This is just, we're taking a quick look, I guess, as we fly by. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Does car traffic travel around the terminal area of TaiModels EGCC? Yes. I believe it does. We won't be able to see it from down here, presumably. Maybe if I do this, is that going to bring us... That's not going to bring us to Heathrow, is it? Nope. Never mind. We can take a look after we land if you want. I can do that. But yeah, it does have moving traffic. Same as Manchester. I just had a thought. Now we have Manchester and Heathrow. That's going to be really nice for some British Airways shuttle flying. Manchester to Heathrow is flown a lot, multiple times a day in real life. So that'd be cool in the A320. There's Gatwick as well, I believe. About 20 nautical miles to our top of descent now, not too far. What we will do is start putting our destination data in, which I will grab from Navigraph. So let's... QNH is 1014. Temperature is -3. Wind 170 at 3, so it's fairly calm. Let's get our minimums. Minimum is 497. And transition altitude is 5,000, so we'll add 1,000 and do transition level of 6,000. So we'll go 60 in there. Very, very nice. Never flown as BA shuttle in sim. Yeah, I do a lot of speedbird operations, but I would like to do some shuttle operations. We can really only do well, Manchester, Heathrow, Edinburgh, Heathrow, I presume. So, I really only fly Ireland, UK. Yeah, I do a lot of Europe flying, sometimes US and Australia, but now we're getting some of these really nice UK airports, some nice optimizations. It's making it a lot better. I've had Dublin from Boundless as well, which is really, really nice. Stansted from Boundless, which again, very, very nice sceneries. And then of course to Heathrow and Manchester by TaiModels. So we got a decent selection, especially in the south of the UK. Where's Gatwick? There's Gatwick. I think that's Origami Gatwick. Looks like there's an aircraft that's actually departing from Gatwick. I can just about see it. I do like Traffic Global. Really does brings the world in XPlane to life with a minimal FPS impact. I did say at the start as well. Traffic Global, it really puts the correct aircraft at the stand. Even if they are just, some of them are static, it's really nice to see proper aircraft at stands. You know, the only thing with the default XPlane ground traffic is, although I thought they did say it was going to be sort of localized, we can start a descent here, but I would still see like a United 737 in Europe or a Qantas 737 at London, which just isn't correct. So yeah, Traffic Global has some really nice options. I mean, we saw at the start there, we had the TUI 787s, Etihad 787s, Jet2 A330. You know, I've seen the Jet2 757s there, and I've only seen the Jet2 757s from Traffic Global at Manchester. Jet2 fly from, you know, Leeds, East Midlands, Birmingham, but of course they don't have 757s there because the Jet2 757s, as far as I know, only really operate out of Manchester. So that's really nice. It's those little details which make really, you know, adds to the immersion. especially if you know your airlines, know your airline operations, and you know that, oh, this airline flies from here, they operate these aircraft from here. TUI operate from East Midlands, but I don't expect to see a TUI 787 at East Midlands. Dublin by Boundless is super nice. Oh yeah, Dublin, Inverness I also own as well, actually. Faro, yeah, and Birmingham, even though that's for XPlane 11. And what else? What's the other one I own? Bournemouth. So I know a lot of Boundless stuff as well. But yeah, honestly, Boundless, TaiModels, and Short Final Design are really my top 3 scenery developers. They are all so good. Yeah, the guys at Boundless, I completely agree, Dougal. They are great guys. I want Faro by them. Oh, it is beautiful. I did stream it in the A321 a few streams ago if you did want to check it out. But that's really nice. Some of that new Boundless stuff is great. And I know they are working on upgrading some of their older sceneries, like Birmingham, to XPlane 12, which is very exciting. Birmingham is my sort of other local. I've flown out of Birmingham multiple times in recent years, so I'm quite familiar with Birmingham. So that's really nice to see that that's coming as well. We are descending here through 30,000 for inbound to Paris Beauvais. We're over the English Channel now. Looks like I don't have auto for the south down here. I've sort of stopped making auto for the UK right now. I'll do Manchester obviously, but I'm waiting on the Orbex TrueF stuff because I know that that's meant to be coming fairly soon. I thought they said a few weeks when they sort of teased it. So that should be exciting. I also want Shannon. Yep. I don't own that, but I'm sure it'll be great. I think that's upgraded to XPlane 12, isn't it? I know they just did Kerry. They just did Kerry, so... I need to get some more of the Irish airports. I need to get Kerry. I have Dublin. What else do they have? Just some Aer Lingus Ryanair operations. Well, either way, even if it's not updated to XPlane 12, it will still work. I have Bournemouth and Birmingham. They're not updated to XPlane 12 yet, and they work, pretty much just fine. Hey, yeah, they don't make the install that easy. You sort of have to trick the Orbex installer into thinking you have XPlane 11 and then sort of copy it across or make links or whatever. I keep my 11 for the A310. Oh yeah, I missed my A310 on XPlane 11. I got the INI, the Beluga and the A300 for XPlane 12 as well, but in all honesty, slightly disappointed with INI because it's taken them way too long, in my opinion, to fix some of these bugs. I don't even think it needs an update in terms of things like textures and systems. I think all of that is already pretty good. All I want is for the bugs to be fixed, because right now it's, for me, they are sort of on the verge of unflyable. Because in both of those aircraft from INI, I don't get sounds half the time, which is really frustrating. But I know they are doing updates. It's just taking them, taking them a very long time. Some decent FPS here, about 50 FPS over the English channel. Yeah, exactly, actually. I mean, when they released it for XPlane 12 initially, I was expecting bugs, of course, when you port an aircraft from XPlane 11 to XPlane 12, it's going to have bugs. I was expecting that. But what I was expecting is for them to be fixed a lot quicker. I mean, it's been 9 months now since they released it, so yeah. But we'll see. Maybe they're going for a full overhaul or something like that on both of those aircraft. Now that their A300 for Microsoft Flight Sim is released, which is amazing, by the way. I don't have it, but from what I've seen, that's a really, really nice add-on. So their Microsoft Flight Sim stuff is brilliant. I have their Heathrow in Microsoft Flight Sim, and it's very, very good. We're looking right on the VNAV profile, so that's all good. Plenty of fuel left as well. It should be a nice approach into Paris Beauvais. Again, that is an airport that boundless have. I don't have it. That is on my list to get. What is it? Lima Foxtrot Oscar Bravo, isn't it? I know boundless do have a version of this airport as well. Yeah, 100% grab your parachutes. I agree. I do enjoy both XPlane and Microsoft Flight Sim, and I think they both have different strengths and different weaknesses. You know, I will admit, I do prefer XPlane. It has something about it which just keeps me flying in XPlane. I love it. I've been flying on XPlane for years and years and years. Dougal, yeah, if you want, you can put the link to the Q8 Discord in the chat. That's completely fine. Yeah, I love both sims. I do prefer XPlane. It's got a special place in my heart. But DCS is something I need to try, if I'm honest. That's something I've been wanting to get into for years, but just haven't had the time. I would love to get into some of that military stuff. I know there's a Typhoon coming out, so that'll be exciting. Maybe that'll finally make me take a look at DCS. I did recently do a full reinstall of Microsoft Flight Sim and had to play around with the Horizon Sim 787, and wow, that is a really, really nice aircraft. I really enjoyed flying the 78. The Kuro 787-800 as well, really, really nice. I installed the frame generation mod. I've got a 3070 Ti, so I don't have frame generation as standard, but the frame gen mod allows me to enable it, and it is beautiful, silky, smooth Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, I have to agree. Grab your parachutes. The realism and the feeling I get of flying an aircraft in XPlane is unparalleled. I've not experienced it in any other sim at all. In Microsoft Flight Sim, I just feel like the flight models aren't there yet. You know, I feel like the aircraft are a bit too floaty on landing. It's almost a bit too easy, if you see what I mean. Yeah, in XPlane, I like the challenge almost. Yeah, the Horizon just got a it got new cockpit textures, didn't it? I saw that earlier. Yeah, I will be trying that out. Maybe we'll stream it. sometime soon. I know the fly-by-wire just got new textures about 2 weeks ago. Oh really, Dougal? Now you're getting me excited for DCS. I do need to try it. Yeah, if they sort the flight model out for 2024, it would be a real, well, it already is a contender, but that'll be interesting for sure. I think what they're going to do with 2024 is sort of take it more towards the game route rather than the sim route a little bit. They do want to keep it as a sim, I think, but they are adding all the other missions and the, you know, the, what is it, the helicopter rescue and doing like polar operations and stuff like that. That's cool, but XPlane's a bit more of a sandbox. I think you can sort of, you do whatever you want, you're not tied to anything at all. It's like, it seems simple, but in XPlane you can spawn on the runway cold and dark, you can spawn at the gate with engines running. In Microsoft Flight Sim you can't, you know, you can't do that. What I know, it sounds silly to start at the gate with engines running, but if you did want to for whatever reason, you can't. It sort of selects it all for you, which it is sort of nice, because I have many times in XPlane spawning at the gate with engines running by accident. But yeah, there's some key differences. I do like both sims, but XPlane is just something else for me. I mean, I only used to fly Microsoft Flight Sim before. So I wanted to fly the fly-by-wire, the Airbus A320. I didn't have the Toliss back then, but as soon as I got the Toliss A321, oh man, I saw the difference. Absolutely, grab your parachutes, I agree. Microsoft Flight Sim for me is not, it's not a serious simulating which I would go in to learn aircraft systems or learn procedures and, you know, things like that. But it's fun. I do still fly in it from time to time. The visuals are just amazing. I do enjoy it. I do want a 787 in XPlane though. I know Flight Factory are doing one, but that's definitely a few years away. So, right, so for DCS then, what modules might you recommend? Because ideally, I would like something with a clickable cockpit. I don't have a huge amount of key bindings. I do have a VKB Gladiator, which does have a lot of buttons on it. But ideally, if it's got a clickable cockpit, that's nice. So I think the F-18 has a clickable cockpit, if I'm not wrong. The F-14 as well. So, but I need something to start on, you know, learning the differences between flying an A320 compared to, you know, an F-18 or something. 777 V2, absolutely, that is something I can't wait for. And hopefully I will be streaming that on release day if all goes to plan. Mats, how are you? Yes, I've got all the Toliss too. I have the A321 and the A340, and let me just say they are brilliant. Right, let's descend down to 5,000 now. Just take a look at the chart real quick. So, yeah, next restriction is 5,000 at Matted. Looks like it's slightly more overcast. Let's take a look at the weather again in Paris, Beauvais. I am looking on Navigraph. So I'll read it out. I know you can't see it on my screen, but winds 300 at 6 knots, so fairly calm. It's cav okay. Temperature is -8, dew point -7, QNH 1015. So yeah, not too bad at all. Am I into helis? No, but again, it is something I want to get into. I need to do more GA stuff because I am due to start my PPL very soon. And so most of my flights on XPlane are currently IFR in the airliners, but I need to do some more PPL stuff, more GA stuff and more VFR flying on VATSIM and stuff like that. And helis are very interesting to me. I've not flown them in the, well, I've you know, messed about with them in the sim and stuff with the default stuff, but not seriously, no. But again, something I do definitely need to get into. I love all forms of flying, whether it's IFR, VFR, helis, airliners, GA, milsim, anything. I love it. I know DCS has some helis as well, so I'll have to do some research into some DCS modules then, I suppose. Yeah, I got into flight sim because I just always, for years and years, I've been wanting to be a commercial pilot. So I automatically went straight for the 737 by Zebo in XPlane 11, maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago now. I can't remember, but that's why I mainly fly airliners, because that's what I started with. But yeah, I've recently been doing some more GA stuff in preparation for my PPL. I did apply to the TUI MPL program as well, so that's exciting. So let's go QNH 1015 now. Let's turn on the landing system now, if I can click it. There we are. Let's get updated weather as well. So we'll print out some new started vid auto 4 speed some weeks ago, and thanks for your help in videos. No worries, my friend. That is what all those tutorials are for, helping you guys, because as I said, I've been using XPlane for years and years and years. So you know, I know there's been a lot of new people coming into the hobby, so an XPlane can be very complex when you first look at it. So if I can make that process any easier, then absolutely. And of course, if you do have any issues, questions, suggestions, anything, do join my Discord. Link is in the description. More than happy to help with any issues there. What we are going to do is going to vector ourselves in, so we'll go with a heading of 110, because what we'll do is, instead of overflying the airport and then turning around, we'll sort of set ourselves, set ourselves up for a downwind leg, and we'll get a fix in there as well. So Lima Foxtrot Oscar Bravo. We'll do a 10 nautical mile radius on that, just to help with situational awareness a little bit. I'm actually going to turn myself to a heading of 100. Let's descend to, nope, clicking all the wrong buttons here, 3,000 foot. There we are. I was a mechanic, always wished I could get up there simming. Comes close enough for me now. Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually studying aerospace engineering at uni, so it's really interesting being able to take what I've learned from an engineering perspective and look at it from also, you know, a pilot's perspective. And all these design decisions have been made on these aircraft, you know, especially the 787. We use that a lot because of how modern and different it is to other airliners, and looking at these design decisions from a pilot's perspective and looking at it from an engineering perspective is really, really cool. I'm wondering, you've not used a shadow fix. Yeah, I do normally use a shadow fix from our good friend Q8 Pilot, of course, but I updated XPlane and completely forgot to go in and edit the settings file again, because of course whenever you do update XPlane, it seems to revert that, so I've just forgotten, essentially. like I said, I was going to make an auto tile with the patch for Manchester, but I ran out of time. I was watching Q8 Pilot stream. So, can we spot the airport? There it is. There is Paris Beauvais. So we've set ourselves up nicely for a downwind here, at 3,000 foot.
2,500.
And we'll hold here. That's fine. Right, so runway heading is 303. So if we minus 180 from that, that is, got to do some quick maths here, is that 227? 127 even? I think. We'll take a few off that because we do have a slight wind from the left, so we'll do 120 for our downwind here. Yeah, I would do the select keep old file, but I'm always afraid that they've changed something and keeping the old file will somehow mess something up, so I tend to just let it overwrite it and just, if I remember that is, go ahead and redo the fix. Yeah, I will have the shadow fix all done for the next stream, that's for sure, because it does make a massive difference. The default shadows are that's flickering is really not very nice. But on their Discord they announced for 12.1 they seem to be adjusting that and making it softer or something, so we'll see how that goes. Lovely auto here. I think this is Bing for the auto source here. Yeah, 100%. I do apologise for that. It is a huge immersion breaker. I just updated XPlane and completely forgot. Windmills here. That's Sim Heaven, I believe. Sim Heaven X-World does really great stuff. Let's select our speed. Otherwise, it's going to send us all the way down to our final approach speed. And what we'll do when we get to about 10 nautical miles out, we'll turn for our base leg. Lovely. So I think otherwise we are all set up here. Seatbelt sign should have been on earlier. We'll arm the speed brakes. There's our new weather information. So yeah, still the same. Minus 8 degrees. Don't need anti-ice because it's clear skies, just no moisture in the air. No worries. I want my streams to be as high quality as possible, so I'm glad you brought the shadows fix up because that will prompt me to fix it for next time. I'm all for, I know it wasn't meant as criticism or anything, but I'm all for constructive criticism. If there's something that you guys want me to do differently or do better, then 100% let me know. At the end of the day, these streams are for you guys, so. I'm flying from Hong Kong to Dubai with a 767-400 and I still have 2 hours ETA, but I have to get up at 6 tomorrow. Ooh, early morning for you then. If you're in a Toliss, you could jump to the next waypoint. So we'll start our base leg here. Nice wing view. Right. We'll go for a heading of 303 for now, and we'll adjust that. Should be intercepting the localizer. Actually, what we'll do is we'll do 2.5, and we'll intercept the localizer like that. That looks good. .12 nautical miles out. I will arm the approach. And oh, nice, we've intercepted the localizer anyway. I will overshoot slightly, but that's okay. Plenty of time to correct. And we'll start slowing down to 180. Right, so let's check. Our V approach is 139 and VLS is 134. Go flaps 1. Lovely. And let's go flaps 2 now. 9 nautical miles out. We'll set a medium on the auto brake. Intercepted the glide slope now as well. So we'll turn on autopilot 2 as well. There's the airport. Got a slight crosswind from the right, but nothing too crazy. Right, let's get it down to 160 now. And we'll go gear down. And flaps 3. I think that's all good. We'll let the cabin crew know. There's our landing checklist there. Alright, let's go final approach speed. Go down to 149. And we're flaps full. Good here, about 4 nautical miles out. Disconnect the autopilot. I have control of the aircraft. I do love manually flying these Toliss aircraft. They just handle so nicely. Although I think my favourite aircraft to hand fly in the sim would be the Seabird 737. No fly-by-wire system, just pure,
1000.
you know, really flying the aircraft. Good, nice stable approach. We have a pretty much a direct headwind now, so that's really nice.
500. 400. 300. 100 above.
You are approach.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard. 10, 5.
Oh, bit not brilliant, but we'll take it. Reverses out. I think that looked a little bit hard. Take the second exit here on the right. Stow the reverses. Right, well, landing lights can go off as we exit the runway. Nose light to taxi. Strobes off. Get the APU starting. We'll retract the flaps and we'll take a look at the replay as soon as we park up. Transponder can go to standby. Right, APU is starting. Turn the weather radar off as well. Right, let's make a right turn here. And we'll park up just here on the left. Well, we'll take a look at the landing. We'll see what it's like. The landing rate monitor said it was about 200 feet per minute, so it's not too bad, I suppose. It's a slightly short runway, so before we turn into the gate, we'll turn our nose and runway turn-off lights off so we don't blind any ground crew. Turn the flight directors and landing systems off. And we'll just take a look and stop on the stop line. Right, parking brake is engaged. APU has started. We can turn the APU bleed on. Let's go ahead and kill the engines. I do like the sound of the bus, the generators changing on the bus. It sounds so good. Beacon light can go off. And let's go for a quick shutdown and then take a look at the landing replay. So very quickly, wing light off, nav and logo light off, seatbelt signs, no smoking signs off, emergency lights off, ADIS can go off, that's pretty much it. Alright, APU bleed off, master switch off. Batteries can go off. I'll complete my flight on Sim Heaven. Not Sim Heaven, Sim Toolkit Pro. And let's take a look at the replay. Yeah, at low angles, it kind of really washes out the orthos. I completely agree. See, that looks really washed out, and then these buildings just look a little bit strange, don't they? Like, the lighting doesn't quite look correct there. Yeah, we'll take a look at this replay from a few different angles. Not too bad actually. We did bounce though. We did bounce. We were right on the centre line though. Yeah. Not my best, but not my worst. I do love the XPlane camera and the replay system. It makes looking at your landings so much easier. Little bouncy, but love those IA engines. So nice. Look at that wing flex. Lovely. Beautiful. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching the stream. I really enjoyed that. If you were new here to the channel, do like and subscribe. Join at my next few streams. It'd be really nice. Big thank you to TaiModels as always. Some beautiful Manchester scenery. And if you have any questions about it, do let me know. If not, go ahead and take a look at it on the XPlane store. Link is in the description. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.